Hello and welcome back to this one more edition of Company Law Lectures, where we are continuing with our chapter of meetings, which is also known as Management and Administration for CA Inter examinations. Now, so far we have covered in the last lecture about ordinary resolution and special resolution. We will take it forward and complete the next topic, which is about resolutions requiring special notice. So the earlier section that we had done was section 114, which spoke about ordinary and special resolution. Now, there are some resolutions which require special notice to be given. In case, normally, or in a general meeting, the resolutions are proposed by the Board of Directors. But there are some three situations where the members may propose or may initiate the process of resolution. Such initiation by members would require a special notice to be given to the company. We would be learning in this particular section as to what is the procedure in which this particular special notice has to be given. Which are the kind of business items in which special notice is required. Also, what is the eligibility of the number of members which is required to give this special notice to the company. And finally, in the procedure itself, we will also know how and within what time limit the company will give the notice to the shareholders to come prepared for the meeting. So this is our scope for this particular lecture. Without wasting any time, let's get started into resolutions requiring special notice, section 115. Now, wherever in the Act, that is Companies Act 2013, there is a provision or the Articles of Association of a company, requires that a special notice be given for passing any resolution. Then such notice of the intention to move such resolution shall be given by members to the company. And such number of members which are eligible to provide this special notice to the company is specified under Rule 23. So I hope this is clear now. What I had said so far is that if the provision of the Act or the Articles of Association for any resolution to be placed in the meeting requires a special notice from the members, then such notice shall be given by the members to the company. Such number of members shall be specified in Rule 23. Rule number you might not remember. It is okay. Don't take any tension about rule numbers. Just concentrate on the procedure and the concept. Because at IPCC level, rule number and section numbers are also not expected from the students. But if you write the section number, you would get some brownie points, some extra impression on the examiner. Now, which are these items where special notice is required? There are three items in which special notice will be required. Let us list those items. The first point is wherever an appointment of an auditor in place of a person that is retiring auditor. That means appointment of auditor in place of an retiring auditor. Retiring auditor means an auditor which is leaving the organization. We will in detail cover this retirement of auditors appointment procedure in section 139 to section 148, which is our last chapter for company law in CA Inter examination syllabus. Okay, so I will be covering it completely for all of you. So don't worry about that also. For now, just remember, in case of appointing an auditor, other than the retiring auditor, a special notice will be required. special notice will be required. Second, to stand for directorship, a person other than retiring director, section 160, subsection 1, special notice will be required. If any person wants to stand for directorship, any member wants to stand for directorship, then there is a procedure which has been given under section 160, subsection 1. Such person shall be other than the retiring director. Okay. So over there also you will require special notice. Finally, for removal of a director under section 169, for removal of the, see, members are not happy with a particular director. Members want to remove the director. There is a provision which is given in the Companies Act, which is section 169, in which special notice has to be given under section 115 to the company for removal of a particular director. Is this clear? Or to appoint a person as director in case of dismissal in the same meeting. The person is removed or dismissed in the meeting. In the same meeting, you want to appoint some other person as director. For that purpose also, you will have to give a special notice. So there are three instances. I hope you have understood all these three instances. Appointment of auditor other than retiring auditor, appointment of director other than retiring director, removal of director, and appointment of any person as a director in place of such director in case of dismissal. So I hope all these three special notice instances or circumstances are clear. This is very, very important from examination point of view. Very, very important. If you ask me in this section 115, this is the most important part. Okay. Now, on receipt of such notice, the company shall give the notice to its members. Members will give the notice to the company as per Rule 23. Once company receives the notice, company will give the notice to the shareholders, because this particular resolution, proposed resolution, has to be placed in the general meeting. The shareholders will come and vote on it. They should be having notice of it. That notice has to be given by the company to the shareholders within the time frame which is given into the rule itself. So without wasting any time, let's get into the rule of special notice. That is rule number 23. What is rule number 23? It says, no special notice required to be given to the company shall be signed by such number of members. So over here, we would be speaking about eligibility of number of members to give such notice. Okay. So such members shall be holding not less than 1% of total voting power. Not less than 1% of total voting power. Is this clear? Or, so there is an or, holding shares in aggregate of not less than 5 lakh paid up. 5 lakh rupees paid up. So aggregate means what? If there are 100 members who are giving a special notice, and aggregate shareholding of these 100 members shall not be less than 5 lakh rupees paid up. If it is not right paid up, it will not give the correct answer and you will not get complete marks for the same. Okay, so 1% of what? Total voting power, not total share capital. Total voting power. Clear? Now, such notice shall be sent by the members to the company not earlier than 3 months. The first condition in time limit. This is the time limit that we are speaking. Okay, and this time limit it is clear. Not earlier than 3 months from the meeting. 3 months from the meeting. But at least, so it should not be more than 3 months, but it should be at least 14 days before the meeting. 14 days before the meeting. Say your meeting is on 30th of June. 30th of June approximately. Then if the 14 days is on 16th of June. So you should be giving the notice at least by 16th of June. That is, you are giving a 14 days notice. Also remember that this shall be 14 clear days. Okay. Now, one more thing. You cannot give notice 3 months prior to the meeting. Which means 3 months prior means June to May, May to April, and April to March. So you cannot give notice prior to 30th March. Prior to 30th March. So within this 3 months and maximum 14 days, you may give notice, special notice to the company. I hope this is clear. This is important from the examination point of view. So you have to give at least 14 days special notice to the company. Okay. Now, on receipt of such notice, the company shall give notice to its members of at least 7 days. At least how many days? 7 days. Company to shareholder. Company to shareholder. At least 7 days. Again, it will be 7 clear days. That means excluding the date of dispatch and the date of meeting. So date of dispatch and date of meeting will be excluded, and whatever is the balance days in between, those should be 7 clear days. Okay. If it is not practicable to give notice by normal route, then the company will publish the notice in English newspaper or in a vernacular newspaper at the place where the registered office of the company is situated, and such newspaper shall be wide in circulation. Is this clear? 100% clear. So this is the procedure of special notice which is given under Rule 23 and Section 115. So I hope you have understood Section 115. So if the provisional articles of association provide special notice is required, 3 items where such special notice will be required. Such notice shall be given by the members to the company within how many days? By at least 14 days notice shall be given, but not more than 3 months. Not more than 3 months. And on receipt of such notice, the company will give notice to the shareholders of at least how many days? 7 days. They may give it through normal route or through publication in an English newspaper as well as an vernacular newspaper which has wide circulation in the area of the registered office of the company. I hope this is clear. Section 115 is completed. So that's it for this particular edition of this lecture, and we will meet again very soon for the rest of the section 116, section 117, section 118 will be about minutes, and we will be concluding this chapter. After which I will take you through dividend chapter also. Dividend, that is distribution of profits, divisible profits, which will be under section 123 to 127. So that's it for this particular lecture. Thanks a lot. If you have understood the lecture, then please do not forget to like the video, share the video to your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Thanks a lot. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.